Revenges on school bully. On my first high school year, I met RR and I managed to get along and form a little group of friends. We were a bit like nerdy outcasts. After some months, though, R thought it would be fun to ride me in the playground like if I were a horse. I did not want, but he, laughing, would not have it. So he made me fall and crawl just so he could ride my back and treat me like a horse. I told the teachers, and they called him, and did a little investigation just to dismiss it as child things. But R would not forget how I told them. He thought it was a friendly joke and thus despised me for telling on him. So he began taking any chance he could get to mock me and crush my dwindling self-esteem. I had been bullied in primary school, I could take it. My classmates retaliated, but I did not. TBH, they wanted a fight, not to defend me. But one day, a chance for me to retaliate in subtlety came. It was PE class, and I had to go back to the locker room. In there were two showers closed for the public using keys, but the walls around them did not reach the ceiling. I saw R's backpack standing right there, so I threw it over the wall into the shower and left it there. Once the class ended, I see him anxiously look for his backpack. We went to the next class without him. Of course, R came very late saying, "Whoever did this is going to regret it. The teachers are looking for him." But there was no proof of me being the perpetrator. However, he did not stop insulting me. So in another PE class, one again used the locker room to my advantage. You see, the doors to that room don't have handles. Only using a key can you open them. So I, with a fast hand movement, closed the door when R was the only person in the room. The PE class kept going without him. I could hear him aggressively knocking, but no one else seemed to do so for a long time, until the teacher realized half an hour later and used the key to open the door. R came out covered in sweat, but once again there was no proof against me. He looked at me with sheer wrath, like he knew, but he could not accuse me because the classmates, in their desire to pick on him, would defend me and cover me up. He did not stop messing with me, but he did do it a bit less. But at least I got to retaliate a bit in my own ways. I would have to wait 3 years for him to leave my school, but never again did he have any sort of friends or anything because people knew how he was. Never saw him again. Comment by Blake MW. Ooh, one of those bullies who manages to turn everyone against themselves, rather than their victim. I had one like that at high school, IIRC. He'd actually briefly been tangent to my friend group, but no one liked him because he went around annoying people and disrupted classes, and not in entertaining ways. He's the only kid I ever committed violence against. One day I was sitting with my friends minding my own business, when dumbass ran up, grabbed my foot, yanked my shoe off and ran away. Wearing one shoe I gave chase. I caught up with him outside the bathrooms and got in a tug-of-war with my shoe, but he didn't want to let go. I was concerned that since he'd run to the bathroom, he might intend to throw my shoe in the toilet or urinal. He was probably stronger than me, and I wasn't confident about winning the tug-of-war, so I decided to hurt him to force him to release my shoe. With my remaining shoe, I stomped on his food as hard as I could with my heel, and these were dress shoes with a hard heel because it was a part of the uniform. He released my shoe and whined. I didn't have to hurt him, but he didn't have to steal my shoe. I wasn't worried about him tattling because neither the kids nor the teachers liked him. Unsurprisingly, that was the only time he ever tried to start shit with me. Comment by Swampapawaho. I had a bully in my high school who delighted in threatening me and trying to humiliate me. He was a dumb poss who made no effort to do any schoolwork. To be fair, his home life was probably awful. However, one day the deputy principal approached me for my information about something serious that they'd heard about. I didn't know that kids were suppressing details of the incident for some reason, so I just told him what I knew. Mickey had jabbed another student with a compass, penetrating his skin with the point. Mackie was immediately stood down and expelled. School got better immediately after that. Comment by Nugget Gremlin 23. Damn, sorry you had to go through all that BS. Kudos to you for standing up for yourself in your own unique way. Bullying's no joke, and these dumb child things seriously need more at. No one needs to put up with that crap. You did what you had to scoop up a taste of his own medicine. Sure, it won't fix everything, but you let him know you're no pushover. Stay strong.